Perhaps once in a generation, trends develop, the timing is right, and certain factors transpire to create something astonishing. A movement which sweeps across the globe. This is now one of those times, and the movement is dedicated to healing the world and enhancing the quality of life for millions. It all began in a very special...
FUXION es una gran oportunidad de negocio, donde no necesitas saber cómo hacerlo, solo estar dispuesto a hacerlo.
Your sponsor, a great team and a solid company, will help you and guide you step by step from the first week, so you can grow as a successful Fusion entrepreneur. You can start your business in your free time, progressing at your own pace, and depending on your effort and perseverance, you will begin generating increasingly lucrative earnings. If you follow our system, all good things will come your way. As thousands of people that have already achieved time and financial freedom with this proven business opportunity. FUXION is a great company, backed by highly experienced companies dedicated to developing unique functional foods in the fastest growing industry in recent years, the wellness industry. If you want to be a FUXION entrepreneur, there are 3 important things to consider. 1. Know and fall in love with the FUXION products and create your own testimony. 2. Introducing our smart drinks and the chance to distribute them, spreading the word among your friends and acquaintances. 3. And if you want to build your own business in the long term, FUXION has a system with the best tools to help you in the process. Because FUXION controls the entire production process from development and research to the production of sophisticated nutraceutical foods by using biotechnology applied to human nutrition through the marketing stage. It can transfer the marketing stage to independent entrepreneurs. This way, it has a solid and competitive advantage, creating unique products and effectively controlling production costs. And what the company saves on advertising and marketing costs is passed along to its independent entrepreneurs by offering them highly competitive prices with outstanding profit margins and compensation above market levels. That is why so many people have made this system an important source of income for their families, creating a powerful personal business based on a direct sales system. With FUXION, you will learn to build your own business and earn increasingly larger checks by taking advantage of the different ways to make money. From your first week, by consuming the products and sharing the opportunity, you can already guarantee your first earnings. And through duplication, by teaching your friends to do the same as you. And by sharing the opportunity, your consumer network will grow, and so will your distribution team. And you will receive fabulous bonuses, royalties, and prizes that acknowledge your effort and your team's while your career grows and your lifestyle improves. You can also earn international trips each year, cars, luxury cars, brand new apartments, and your own office. And so, as you follow the system with the support of your sponsor and your efforts, your team will grow. And as your network grows, your earnings will increase. You will achieve time and financial freedom simply by following the system, by bringing excellent products and a great opportunity to everyone you know, and they will pass it on to more people than you can imagine. Join this powerful movement of wellness that is expanding and conquering the world.
Piensa en las ventajas de mercado que tiene FUXION y lo que puede hacer por ti. FUXION es la única empresa en América Latina que tiene una patente propia en el campo de los alimentos nutracéuticos. De hecho, estamos tan seguros del potencial que tiene FUXION que vamos a convertirnos en la primera empresa de América Latina en el campo de la industria del bienestar. Tú tienes la oportunidad de ser parte de esta nueva tendencia. Los productos son extraordinarios y la recompensa financiera es espectacular.
Now that you know FUXION's plan, the decision is yours. This is already happening.
Elisandra, do you want to wait a little bit longer for more people to tune in?
You want?
You want me to start now? Okay. Let me see. I don't know. Do I appear at the main screen? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so good evening, everybody. My name is Danelia Aguirre. I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I've been in Fusion for 4 months now. Today we have the pleasure of having two incredible Fusioners. The first is going to be Andie Herich. She's going to be speaking the topic of the extra mile, the product. Andie Herich is from Florham Park, New Jersey. She's married and has 2 children. The first is named Mia, that's 14 years old, and she was born in Argentina. The second is Toby, and he was born in Brazil. Andie speaks fluent English, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, and French. She is an executive director at a leading global IT corporation, and she has been in the IT market for over 20 years. She is keen on having a healthy lifestyle, and that's how she learned about Fusion. So before we start, let's make sure that all of our microphones are off, and let's leave all the questions till the end. And if you think you might forget them, you can leave them at the chat, and we'll discuss them at the end. Okay, so without further ado, here is Andie Herich.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. So I'm Andie. Thank you, Deli, for the introduction. So it's my first time here speaking to all of you, so I'm kind of nervous. So I'm gonna try to keep it down, keep it quiet. Usually to speak cool. So yeah, so I'm here, guys, to talk to you about extra mile. And as Denali said, I'm keen on having a healthy lifestyle. So to me, being on all the pre, post, and extra mile, all the sports line is really keen on my everything in my everyday activity. So before I tell you more about me, I would like to play a little video. It's not that little, actually. I think it got a little bit longer than expected, but it's a little video so you can learn a little bit better who I am and what I did. Okay, so I hope that was a kind of an introduction. So my point to you guys is basically, you know, people buy stories, right? I've been 20 years, 20 plus years in the corporation, in the corporate market, selling industry solutions for retail and consumer products companies, especially in the IT area. And if I learned something, is that people buy from people, right? So we tell stories. We are salespeople. We tell stories. And the story I can tell you, not because I want to sell myself or anything, but the story I want to tell you, the story I want to convey with you is the best way for us to sell a product, whatever the product is the person. But you can tell I'm a mother of two, have a husband, have my house, I have friends, I like it, I enjoy my social life. I work more or less 12 hours a day, more or less than what the average people here in the US does. Um, I'd love to do my stuff, to have my friends, to do things. I love training. I love eating healthy. That's how I get into fusion. But most of all, I love doing fusion as well. And I joined fusion 2 months ago. I have been doing this for a long time. But the thing is, why do I get identified? Why do I feel identified with fusion? Is because the story that we tell of fusion is absolutely applicable to my stories, to my own life. So when they asked me to talk about, request me to talk in public about what I do and all these things, I was like, geez, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to start. But the thing is, you know, this is what I've learned in all my experience, and this is something that I can share with you. If I tell you my story, and I can tell you how Extra Mile is helping me on my own personal life to improve my performance, not only my when I'm training, but even when we don't have, for some reason, we happen not to have our Vita, we cannot take our Vita, so we can take an Extra Mile. I'm telling you that allows me to keep through my day. So that's the story that I tell my clients. That's the story that I tell my team. I just started, but I have some clients already, and I have some team, some people in my team. So this is the story basically that I say. So if we go more towards the product, and I don't want to spend a lot of time about the product because we know what we sell, we know how good our products are. We all fell in love with the products first, and then we started this business, right? That's like basically as far as I know, the vast majority of us. But this is my story. This is what I want to share with you in this example, right? I could do the same thing with pre-sport or with post-sport, but I think Extra Mile is that product that allows you to go exactly that extra mile, that gives you that extra boost. Uh, you know, you might know also, I take it before sport. So before I'm training or before I'm facing any activity that I know it is gonna require from me that extra energy that I don't have. Something that I didn't tell you, I happen to travel a lot because of my work. So as you can see, as you can imagine, I don't eat necessarily every 4 hours or every 5 hours, that what is required by every nutritionist. I skip foods, I skip lunch sometimes, I skip dinner. And that is exactly what allows me, fusion allowed me to do. And that's why I fell in love with fusion. So I can keep drinking these beverages, and I really avoid those holes in my day when I'm starving and I really need to eat a lot. I really can keep that into pace. I really can drink something and it's gonna feel better for a little while longer, and then I'm gonna have some proteins, and then I'm gonna have some cereal bars, and then I'm gonna be able to avoid like a hard dinner when I land at another city at midnight. So this way of getting fed, this way of uh, give our body what our body needs. This is a story that we need to tell to our clients and to our team, right? So this is my story to you today. If I can give you with some messaging, I'm gonna go through some major aspects of the product, but you can read about this. What I've learned about Extra Mile is basically the main ingredient that it has is called palatinose. And if we can play a little video from about palatinose, please, that is gonna give you the best, the key message from Extra Mile. Can we play that video, please? Do we have it? I can keep talking, otherwise. I'm sorry. I think I was speaking on mute. For those of us who speak Spanish, basically patatinos comes from, I don't know, in Argentina we used to call it remolacha. Not sure if that's the term that is known in other countries in Latin America, but it's called beet here in the US. And basically that's the extract that is from what the patatinos is built from. So basically that is the only, for you to know, that is the only low carb, low glycemic carbohydrate that is produces balanced energy. And what I'm saying, a low glycemic carbohydrate is it improves the fat oxidation while we're doing physical activity. What does it mean? For being a carbohydrate, it gives us energy, right? But by being a low glycemic, it helps our level of glycemia in our body to stay balanced. So it prolongs the energy supply. But in addition to that, is non-carcinogenic carbohydrate, is good for our teeth, is gentle on them, it's non-GMO, completely vegan, kosher. So it's all those properties that our clients are looking for in a beverage like ours. So that boost from carbohydrates is what gives us energy, plus the mineral salts, plus the electrolyte mix. As you know, we have potassium, magnesium. So base of all, the whole mix, the whole beverage is carbohydrates with vitamins, potassium, magnesium, and of course chromium. That is, I'm not an expert on this, but probably you that are having for longer with Fusion, you might know that chromium is not produced by the body, but it's something that we acquire through our food. So all these things together are giving us that extra boost of energy that we need while being gentle in our body. So again, if you ask me, I'm an athlete, but even if you ask me as a non-athlete person, can we all consume extra mile, even if we are not athletes? Absolutely. As I'm telling you, I have that extra meeting. I arrived into an airport. I had that extra meeting going, and I wasn't planning on it. Extra mile is gonna help me get there. It's gonna give me that level of energy. Of course, I usually also go to if I'm home or if I'm in the office, I also go for a little bit of carbs. I go for my toast of wheat bread with avocado or almond butter. But besides that, I'm gonna take my extra mile, and I'm gonna be able to beat that extra hour or extra 90 minutes of a meeting. If you're doing a run, like I'm not a runner, but I happen to run 5K twice in the last 2 years. And definitely my extra mile helped me get there. So it's that thing that gives us the boost. So it takes care of us also when we're training by keeping us hydrated. So that's about a product. But the main message, and I want to introduce this to you as extra mile because I was asked to talk about the product. But besides this, again, if I can leave you with a message, I would say do not focus on the product itself. Focus on the story. Make it relatable to you. If you're able to tell a story, this is me, this is what I do, and this is why Fusion helps me, and I see people already grabbing their bottles and drinking something, exactly. You're getting tired, it's 10:20 in the East Coast, have some extra mile. Definitely it's gonna help you get through this. But again, if you're able to relate to your life and to tell a story, that's gonna always get better to our clients, to our team. This is what I do for me. So that's why I ask you and I recommend it for you. Do it to yourself. You gotta do it to myself, and I feel better because of this. So I hope this helps. I really don't have 30 minutes to be talking about this. So I hope I'm helping. You have my contact date information there. I'm here to help whenever you need me. Again, my name is Andie Herich. New to this, just 2 months, but I'm gonna be in Alumbra. So I hope if you can all meet there, that'll be my pleasure. I'm gonna be there presenting a lot of teams. I can be doing the Brazil team, the USA team, the Argentina team, but I'm definitely carrying my USA flag. So looking forward to see you there. And I'm gonna go back to you, Denali. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Andie. Loved it. It was very valuable information, and I know all of us, we took something from that. Amazing. You know, as you said, that product is super good. It tastes delicious. I really like how the packaging is so easy to just take it around, you know, just take the sticks. buy a water, take a bottle of water. It's perfect. I loved it. Okay, so secondly, we'll be having Enrique Rebollar with a topic of myths of the explosive start. He is currently, he's originally from Mexico and currently living in the US for more than 22 years. He lives in San Diego, California. He moved in 1996 when he was just 18 years old with a passion in growing as a businessman. He is married and has been doing fusion with his wife for more than 2 years and a half, where both are leader X. Prior to that, when he was just 16 years, he had his own little company where he was growing rapidly and had to stop because his dad wanted him to focus more on his studies. Fast forward to now, he has 5 children and is working with Fusion part-time. So, without further ado, Enrique Rebollar.
Hello, everyone. How are you today? Are you listening? You hearing well? Okay, perfect. Okay, well, let me put the PowerPoint. Let me see. Where's the? Hold on a minute. Okay, here's now. Okay, well, after you guys' presentation, Danelli, thank you very much, and Andie, after that, I'm just gonna say this, you know, and my friend Carlos Alvarez from San Francisco, he always says the same thing, you know, excuse me because my English is not very good looking. Okay, so English is my second language, so which probably is not gonna be fluently as Andie or Danelli, but I'll do my best, I promise. Okay, so but the first thing is there's a lot of myth about the major blast or the explosive. How do you call it, Nelly? Explosive. I couldn't get it.
Explosive start.
Oh, explosive start. Okay, there's so many names, but we can call it that. We can call it major blast, or we can call it however we want. But one thing that I'm gonna tell you and advise you is, you know, this business is gonna work perfectly if you do it slowly or you do it rapidly, but it's easier to do it rapidly. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna show you what happened to us, because for the people that has been like probably 2 years or more, we used to have different ranks. We used to have the bronze, we used to have the gold, and so on. So my wife and me, we did the major blast or the explosive start, and we reached the rank of bronze in 1 week, and the gold, which is leader X right now, a little bit less than leader X, in 1 month. So it worked, okay? And why it worked? Because if you do it fast, you duplicate. And remember, the name of the game is duplication. So basically, a little bit of my, you know, just going back to a little bit of my background. When I was 16 years old, 18 years old, I came here with 3 dreams. I didn't know what to expect. I don't know if you guys watch the movie Finding Nemo, but I felt the same. You know, a little fish from the fish pond going to the sea, because, you know, I was living in a little town and with my parents, with my family, and then just moved to the US. So I didn't know what to expect. All I knew that I want to achieve the 3 goals in my life when I crossed the border. The first one was to make $10 an hour. So imagine how big my dream was, you know, $10 an hour. So the minimum on back time, I think, was like $4 or something. So my big goal was $10 an hour. So that was a main thing for me. The second one was to speak the language, and I have my documents here legalized. And my third one was own a house. So how I'm gonna do it, how I wasn't gonna do it, I don't know. I just have that in my mind. I reached those goals 7 years later. and I wasn't making $10 an hour. I was making actually $17 an hour. So part of that is part of the focus of focus on what you want, and then we're going to speak a little bit further. But let's go to the plan. Okay, before we go to the plan, let me tell you something. If you're not following the action plan, if you're here in Fusion like 1 month, like 1 day or 10 years, if you're not following the action plan, let me tell you, you're killing your business. So the first thing you need to do is go get the action plan, get familiarized with the action plan, and follow it, because that's going to tell you exactly like how you're going to make calls, how you're going to start, what's the 2045, which we're gonna talk a little bit about it, and how are you going to talk to your prospects, and every little detail that you need to know in order to grow your business. Okay, so the first thing is go and get your action plan. Okay, on the go. So let's go to the first part of a major blast. Okay, the first thing you need to do when you enroll someone, and this works perfectly for you or for your new enrollee. Okay, so let's talk about your new enrollee. Okay, once you have a person enrolled, you need to share the vision with him. You need to sit with him, take your time, at least take, I don't know, 15 minutes to spoke about this vision. You need to talk about the vision of the company. You need to share the vision of Alvaro. You need to probably put look for a video in YouTube, which is Fusion Land, and that's a good tool. It's a video, the Fusion Land. What Alvaro is gonna do, or some other videos that connects your prospect with the company. Share stories about the diamonds, share stories about Luca, about about any other diamond, Herich, or not even diamond, people that they reached some kind of success in the company, even if you know it or not. Okay, talk to them about the 2040, which is 20 calls in 48 hours. So that's very important, because you need to talk to a lot of people, at least make those 20 calls in 48 hours. That's critical for your business. Okay, you need to make the new enrollee feel secure. Okay, you need to make them feel secure, that because he's lost, he's probably his biggest vision is to get the money back, because probably he just put the money on the credit cards, just borrow some money from the friend or from the family. So his biggest vision is to just recover the money and pay back. So, but you need to make them feel secure. You need to make them feel and know that you're gonna be there for them no matter what. Okay, if they want to walk, you walk with them. They want to fly, you fly with them. But if they're gonna stop, okay, you're gonna keep walking. So you need to tell them that, if you stop, I'll be here for you. But if you stop, I'm gonna keep walking. I'm gonna be, pushing you, like helping you, but I'm not gonna pull you. So basically, that's part of the one thing that you need to talk to your prospect. And the other thing is about, having product with you. It's very important that you have your, products in your house. Why? Because if the new person enrolls, let's say, for the products to arrive to their houses, it's going to take probably 3 or 4 days. And it's very, very important that when you place an order with your new enrollee, you have to give them product. Like, you don't have to give them the full products, but probably 4, 5, 6 products. You have to give them. And after that, you need to tell them, like, when the product arrives, they need to give it to you back. Okay? So that's the thing. So basically, that's very important, And the other thing that well, we talk about the make them feel secure and comfort. Okay, that's the first thing. The vision is very important. Share the vision with the new prospect. The other one is to focus on the why. Okay, if you have a good why with your new enrollee, or if your new enrollee has a good and a strong why, it's gonna be indestructible. Okay, it's gonna be what do you call, like, let me say, immortal. Eric used this word, immortal. He's going, you know, his business is going to be immortal. Why? Because if you have a strong why, that's gonna keep him working no matter what. Okay, we've been having a lot of challenges in Fusion here in US, but because we have a strong why, we're still here. Because every time we feel like go down on energy or low on energy, we go back to this, you know, like book, and we, you know, me and my wife read our whys, and that's very powerful because it connects you when you start. It connects you, you know, what you're gonna achieve and what your dream is. So basically, that's a very part, you know, that's the second part and very important of the major class. So you need to focus on the why. Okay, this is one thing that you can ask to your new prospect. Okay, how much money would you like to make in the first month in Fusion? And probably they're gonna say, I don't know, $300, $400, $600, $1,000. And the thing that you're gonna tell to your guy, to your person, it's okay, what would you like to solve with that money? Okay, so it's very important that you tell them that, you know, what do you want to solve, not what would you do. Because if you ask them what would you do, they're gonna say probably, oh, I will go here or buy a car or, you know, buy clothes. And this is not the key question. The key question is, what will you solve with that money? Okay, because probably the person is in debt, but is not close to you enough to tell you, okay, you know what, my credit card, I have $5,000, or I owe this money to this person, or blah blah blah. So they're not gonna tell you exactly what's in their lives, but you need to tell them, what would you like to solve? Okay, and then they're gonna be open and they're gonna tell you exactly, oh, you know what, maybe. You know what, with those $1,000, you know, I will pay my dad because he borrowed me money, and it's been like 10 years and I haven't paid them. And I know a person who did that, and I didn't want to say that, but it's in my family that they owe my dad money, and it's been years. So he didn't want to be in Fusion. So the thing is, like, okay, let's back to there. So they want to tell you exactly what they want to solve with that problem. Okay, with that money, what problems or what situations. Okay, after that, okay, that's the immediate money. After the immediate money, you're gonna tell them, okay, how much money would you see or would you like to make in Fusion from today to 5 years? Or a year, let's say a year. And maybe they're gonna save, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 residual. Okay, and now here's the question. What would you do? Because we already solved the problem, remember? With the first money, we already solved the problem. Now we're gonna do something with it. Okay, now what would you do with that money? And now they're gonna tell you, okay, maybe, I don't know, travel, buy a car, I don't know, buy clothes, buy a house for mom, or whatever they want to do. Okay, when the person tells you, when your new enrollee tells you what would they do with the money, it's very important that you go and you get a book, which is a book of dreams, and write their whys. But it has to be powerful. It has to be with details. Okay, so get a person in front of you or by you and start writing in the book of dreams his or her story. Okay, and the story has to be in present. Okay, so let's say for example that a person, your new enrollee wants to go to Cancun or take a cruise to Cancun. Okay, that's what they want to do with the money. Okay, the thing is, like, they need to put on the book of dreams exactly in present, like, my name is, or I blah blah blah, the name, and I am traveling to Cancun today, which is let's put a date, a year from now, like 2020, whatever, like May 2020. I woke up and I'm gonna give a surprise to my wife. And if you're married, I'm gonna give a surprise to my wife. We always wanted to be in Cancun. We're gonna visit Tulum, and we're gonna take a cruise. Okay, So I already buy the tickets. It's 7 in the morning, and I'm gonna surprise her. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna prepare breakfast for her. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna hide the tickets under the plate. And I want, I just want to see the surprise face that she's gonna make, the smile. So go through that process, and you'll see how the people start like. When you feel like that, when they do that, they feel relieved. That means you're connecting the people. You're connecting with the dreams, and they're still like doing that and feeling goosebumps. And just tell them like, oh, if you go, no, go on. How many details? Where are your kids? Where are your dogs? If you have a dog, if the dog is in the bedroom, it's outside. What do you hear outside? You hear the birds, or if you live close to a lake, you hear a lake. Whatever detail, that you're gonna put on the book of dreams, okay? And if you have this story, you can write funny stories too. We didn't speak Spanish, but we find this guy that is very nice to us, but lead us here, lead us there. So you need to write down the funny stories, and write down every little detail, okay? What color are your sheets on the bed? What are you wearing your wife? Like in a year from now, what's gonna be? How's your bedroom is gonna be? Okay, and then I just surprise my wife, and I tell my wife, okay, you know what? Listen, next month we go to Cancun, and we go to a cruise. Your dream is gonna come true, and my wife is saying, okay, we have enough money. Can we afford it? And you say, yes. The business FUXION is just rocking, and is giving us a decent more. And I already bought the tickets, and I already scheduled everything. I already talked to Adriana, which is my sales representative, that she sold me the tickets, and we're gonna get to this hotel. So all those dreams, you need to tell them exactly, like get on your person's brain, get them on the DNA. So you need to do that, and you need to connect them. So after you connect them, the third thing you're gonna do is, okay, let's stop here, because this is very important. Ask for the permission. But once the people is connected to your dream, now that he's like all like high on energy, almost crying, because let me tell you, there's some people that cry, okay? And if you can put some music, like instrumental music on the background, that's powerful, okay? That's powerful. You can see tears on the people. I've been seeing tears on the people, but okay, that's when you connect the people there. Now, the third important part is to ask for their permission. Why ask for their permission? Because it's really good. It's like you go to an event, and you go with a lot of energy, energized, you jump in, and yes, I'm gonna be diamond next year, blah blah blah, and then you go home and they tell you no 3 times, and you say, okay, I'm not gonna be diamond more. Okay, so the thing is like, okay, they high on energy. They're connected with their dreams. They connect them with their dreams. Now what you need to do is ask for their permission, okay? This is very important, because you're gonna tell enrollee, okay, listen, you wanna go to Cancun, right? You wanna buy this car for your dad, right? You wanna buy this house for your mom, right? Okay, so now, would you like those dreams depend on my effort and my work, or in your effort and your work? Because it's gonna be in my effort. That depends, man. They're not mine. But you wanted to make them feel responsible and agree on that, okay? Because you have to tell them, there's gonna be times that you want to drop everything, just go back to your normal life, go back to your work, and forget about this opportunity. And then I'm gonna ask you permission about it, because I wanna go when I see you low energy, when I see you that you're not answering my calls or something. I'm just gonna get your book. I'm gonna take probably a picture on your friend's wife, and I'm gonna tell you, listen, 6 months ago, you wrote this, that you wanted to go to Cancun, that you want to achieve this, that you want to achieve that you want to make a lot of money. Okay, do you really want to throw this in the trash? Do you really want to go back to your regular life? So that's why I want to ask your permission, because this thing is not gonna be, easy. It's gonna be tough. So I'm just gonna tell you exactly what's in here, what you wrote, okay? And then another thing that I'm gonna ask you, or ask your permission, is to take you out of the comfort zone, because that's the very, very dangerous zone, a comfort zone, okay? When we have a presentation, when we have a home meeting, when we have an event, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna tell you, hey man, where are you? Listen, we miss you here on the event, and listen, you need to be here. And then probably he's gonna give you attitude. Maybe he's gonna give you attitude, or he's gonna tell you, hey, you're not my boss, or whatever. And you're gonna tell him, listen, I asked you for your permission, so this is your dream, not mine. So you need to be very clear with him or with them about that. So, because taking people out of the comfort zone is very, very challenging, okay? So, and you need to tell them, okay, this is a business with no bosses, with no managers, with nothing. This is a business for members only, associates, okay? I'm gonna be here for you, but if you wanna stop, I'm just gonna tell you exactly what you wrote and then move on, okay? Maybe you come behind me, maybe you're not, maybe you stop, okay, it's your dream. So you need to be tough, because sometimes, what I got the mistake of, I try to, pamper people too much, like, oh, scratch the shoulder and, oh, it's gonna be fine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is what I learned from one of my mentors. There's no victims. Every rich people or every successful people, they're not a victims, okay? They take responsibilities. So this is something that you need to do with your new enrollee. Okay, the fourth one is the graduation. What we call the graduation. What's the graduation? The graduation is that you need to take to your new enrollee in about 10 years. 10 years. Okay, I'm crazy. 10 days. In about 10 days to be independent from you, to graduate from school. Okay? And what do your new enrollee needs in order to be graduate? They need to present their plan on their own. They need to know the action plan and follow the action plan. They need to know how to, do a home meeting, and they need to sign up, new people in the back office, on the virtual office. Okay? So basically, your goal is to go and take your new prospect into the graduation zone. And if you can, the fastest that you take the people to this graduation part, the fastest your business is gonna grow, because you're gonna tell them, okay, listen, it's your business. I'm gonna be here for you. The first presentation to the people, or home meeting, I'm gonna be there for you. The second one, you're gonna be probably doing half. The third one, you're gonna do it. I'm gonna be on the back, and then the fourth one, and so on, you're gonna be just flying. Okay, so basically, just you have to tell the prospect through those 4 things. If you do that, then you're creating duplication. If you're creating duplication, there's points there's gonna be points in the back office. There's gonna be a bonus check. There's gonna be ranks. There's gonna be a lot of things. Okay, so the fastest they go through this process, the fastest you grow. The fifth one, leave some homework. Okay, what's the homework? As soon as you go to the action plan with the new enrollee, as soon as you go to the 4 points that we already talked about, you're gonna tell them, okay, you're gonna go to aware.tips, and you're gonna listen to audios. Maybe the welcome audio from Lily and Luca, and another audio that you like over there. Okay, connect them with the 2 audios, and then you're gonna read the 3 chapters of the GoPro. Why read only 3 chapters and not the whole book? Because most people, we don't like to read. Well, I like to read already, but before I didn't like how to read. So I just wrote the page and then I just fall asleep. And most of the people, they're like that, And so if imagine that you go with a new enrollee and you say, oh, you have to read the whole book. They're gonna say, forget it, man. I don't like how to read. So, but if you go and tell them, okay, just take 3 chapters of the GoPro, you go home and you read them, and we can discuss them tomorrow or in 24 hours. That's a different, because now that you start your new process little by little. Okay, so leave some homework. You know, send them videos for the products that they order. Like if they order, I don't know, like 16 products. Don't send them 16 videos, but probably send them like 3 videos or 4 videos. You know, the most important, like the Vita or the On or whatever product that you think they feel connected with it. So just share the videos. Okay, so it's very important that you leave homework to the new guy, to the new person, because that way it's gonna be you know, nutrients in the brain. You know, like Fusion give us nutrients to the body, but you need to nutrient the brain, which is very important. So basically after that, the graduation in 10 days, leave some homework. There's some special occasions that you can tell your new person if you feel comfortable with or you have a good relationship. This, okay? Like, listen, man, there's 3 kind of person in this business, and I have to tell you this. There's 3 kind of persons, 3 types of person. The first one is the persons that they're gonna go all excited, and then tomorrow you're not gonna answer my phone call, and you know the next event you're gonna miss it, and probably you're not gonna read the 3 chapters of GoPro or whatever. Okay, those are the first type of person, and those people, they probably go out of the business in less than a month. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is the people who do things. You tell them to do this homework, you tell them to read this, you tell them to do that, and they do it. Okay, and they're people with a lot of chances of make money and reach rank in Fusion. Okay, but there's the third type of persons, which are the ones they're gonna chase you. They're gonna tell you, you're gonna tell them, hey, did you read the 3 chapters of GoPro? And they're gonna tell you, hey, I read the whole book. And actually, I'm on my 2nd book. And did you make the 20 calls in 48 hours? Oh, yeah. You know, I just got the 20 calls and I got, you know, 60 more. And I got my list. And, you know, I already started the action plan. And actually, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And, you know, those people are going to be millionaires. Okay? So now my question is, which of those 3 you want to be? I don't know. Okay? That answer is only yours. But I'm here for you, and I'm here with you. So basically, you tell me, and they realize it's their responsibility. It's not my responsibility being, you know, like carrying them. Because imagine if you're just walking, all right? You're climbing a mountain and you're walking, and you get a person and you see a person on the ground, and you just grab him and put him on your shoulders and start walking. Okay? It's gonna slow you down. It's gonna get you tired. But you know, you just keep walking. And then the second person comes and you put them on your shoulder. And then the third person wants and put them on your shoulder. And then you're gonna get tired. Okay? So don't do that. Don't make the mistake that everybody did. I did it. And now, you know, I'm very clear with the people. Sometimes they're not like it, or most of the time we don't like it, but it's the only way. So saying that, I'm gonna tell you with this key and the secret of network marketing from our mentor, Eric Warren. The secret of this business, okay, is just have a large group of people doing few simple things over a long period of time. So if you do that, have a large group of people doing few simple things. What are those simple things? These that I just showed you, the action plan. That's it. Over a long period of time, then you're gonna be diamond in no time. Okay? So, you know, remember that this business is gonna be good for you. It's gonna work anyways, but it's way simpler and easier to make it faster. So don't wait. Okay? Just create the major blast and or explosive start. Okay, and just let's do it. So hopefully you guys can learn something from this, help you with your new rollies or your own business. And if you have any questions, you have my name. My name is Enrique Rebollar, and I'm here to help always. And we'll just see you soon. If you have any questions, please. Here I am, Danelli.
Thank you, Enrique. Wow, that was very powerful. That was really good information, and I know that we all learned a little bit from that. Doesn't matter if we just been here 2 weeks or 5 years. It was really good information. So thank you all for everybody that participated tonight. And does anybody have any questions? Let me check the chat really quick, just in case there's any questions. I mean, they explained themselves super good. So no questions in the chat. So let's just leave it like that. Once again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. And we hope to see you guys next time. My name is Danelli Aguirre, and it was a pleasure to be here with you guys tonight. Alessandra, anything else?
Yes. Can you show about the next event Thursday?
I'm sorry?
Can you tell about the next event Thursday in Spanish?
Oh, yes. We have a good announcement for you guys. It's going to be next Thursday. There is a group of people that have gathered together in our 2 different academies, because we have a Spanish where we teach knowledges just like we did today in English, and then we have the English group, and it's a big group of people behind those 2 organizations working together. Alessandra, you have a video you want to put, or we're gonna announce that Thursday?
No, I share about tell about the Facebook and the groups in Facebook too in English.
Okay. Yeah, we also, as most of you guys know, the Spanish group is a lot larger. So we're trying to expand that in English over here for all the United States English speakers. And we did open a new Instagram and Facebook, and we're trying to expand more this US organization, and we're going to be sharing all that information in the group chats in English and in Spanish for everybody that speaks both languages, so we can expand the United States. That is the Facebook page. So everybody, I hope you go follow them, like the page. We're going to be putting posts and informational videos, just so we can all have good knowledge, so we can tell our group and our all the future pioneers. Thank you all for tuning in tonight.
So thank you.
Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.